Hi everyone, Kenty here. As you can see by the pond, just thought I'd do catch up. I've been a bit non-resistant lately. I'm not dead. I've just been enjoying this absolutely amazing weather we're having in the UK at the moment. It's been an absolutely fabulous May. Getting a lovely tan, plenty of chilling. I did actually, one day last week, I did actually have quite a bit planned. I had my nets out. I've got a new net that I want to kind of review and share a discount code with you, which I will do. And I had my laptop out. I had my Apex Practitioner Microscope, and I scraped 4 or 5 fish. Unfortunately, just as the point I wanted to click record, my my Samsung Note 10 needed charging. So I'm not prepared very well for it, basically. So I didn't manage to get around to it, and it was going to be, you know, more of a hands-on type video as well, because I did quite a few treatments. I sedated about 3 fish, which I'll show you in a minute if I can, because they are healing up now. Now, what I have noticed is, and I'll spin you around now to the fish because I'm sure you'd first look at them than you would me. What I have noticed is winter, even though winter has been appears to have been mild in the UK because we haven't had snow. However, I can assure you, if you look at the record, December was one of the coldest. Now, and I've noticed the same. So what I've noticed is in this last winter period, it's been consistently cold. Maybe not at freezing point, but consistently cold to a point where my water in this pond normally gets to a minimum temperature of 5 degrees C for short periods of time. However, this last winter spell and going into spring, it's been that temperature between 5 and 8 more often than not, and I really don't think the koi have like that, and I've picked up on it quite early. I've just felt uneasy this year because it's been more mild than normal. It's been cold and often wet. I think it's one of the wettest winters, I think, if I remember right. A stat came out, and wet and cold don't go. Many of you will know it doesn't go. And funny enough, Peter Waddington, many will know Peter Waddington. He's quite an high profile koi keeper, especially in his day. He does get a lot of criticism nowadays because he can be a grumpy bugger at times, but he's a genuinely decent bloke. He actually put a post on Facebook regarding winter pond temperatures, and actually stated that it has been a cold winter and it will have a detrimental effect on our koi come spring summer, because who knows how it materialises and manifests itself in the fish. Now, coming out of winter now into spring, I just noticed, like a few people, noticed a few of the fish, you know, flashing, that type of stuff, and you know, getting a few marks on them. Now, if I try and point out a few, you probably won't see because I've treated them now. This one here took a bump on the bloody head. Don't know why. I was right jumpy on that one. But out of the 4 or 5 scrapes, I found 1 fluke, and that was it. And I was really thorough with my scrapes as well under the microscope. However, I can't remember what fish it was on now. No, I can't remember. So anyway, while the fish were out, there's a couple with the raised scales. That one, that kaku that just went for one there, that you can't really see it. but that's got like a raised, it's a Doitsu, it's got one scale on it where it looks a bit black, brown, like it's got some bacterial underneath it, so I treated that, so that's not been happy with that. It's been like it a while, so I've been threatening it, finally got it out. That Tancho there, that got a couple of little raised scales on, so I had that out. And also I tested my water, and on my API test kit, can't remember his name now, on YouTube, can't remember, I forgot, on the Koi Diaries, oh what's his name, he's been having the same issue with ammonia, raised ammonia looks like. Well, however, I can confirm it's not ammonia, because I've got a Salifert test kit as well, and I tested it with that and it's nothing, absolutely zero on that. However, I do know that the cold came out of winter. I've not tested my pond as much, but when I did in spring the KH was 0. So obviously if your KH is 0, that's not going to feed your pump, your filters, because carbonate hardness, beneficial bacteria feeds off it. So I got that going, and last week I thought, right, there's a fluke, and I wasn't sure whether I'd seen some other little thing I couldn't quite make out, but I was really thorough. I don't think I seen anything else. I thought, sod it. I've been holding my PP, spring PP, so I did a spring PP treatment, so they've been PP'd, and since then, this last week or so, of doing the scrapes, a few of them have been treated with some topical treatments, PP'd in the pond, and there was a low level of salt went in the pond. They seem to have settled down, no flashing at all, and they are absolutely eating like pigs. I think I've fed these now 4 times today. After that leaf looks, I think it's food. My skimmer's on, so I shouldn't be doing this. This is about the 5th time I've fed them today. And if you watch them go. They absolutely can't get enough of it at the minute. So all good signs. So I think the moral of the story, or the moral of my story, is don't get complacent. Keep an eye on your water predator, because they can hide a lot of underlying things that may present itself. But for me, this last year, I think it's been the cold coupled with KH dropping, and it's just knocked the balance out of the ecosystem in the pond. Quite a few things going off. Koi, even though they are cold water fish, they don't like the cold. They are not really cold water fish, as in ice fish. Okay, so if you can afford it, get an heater on your pond, cover it up in winter, and get your temperature to about 10-12 degrees minimum. You'll be a lot happier for it. What else is there to report? Quite a few things going off actually. I've not got no foam coming out of my fractionator yet. I tested my nitrates actually a few weeks ago, and they was at 0. There's nothing at all, and you can tell that by my plants. Look, the salt treatment was only a low level, has not affected them at all, but you can tell by the colour of them they're not getting enough nitrogen, and that's because there's no nitrogen in the water. But anyway, that's what we're going to have to stay with. We're growing alright. Father-in-law bought me that little ornament, it's got a little brass leg. They come round and gave it me the other day, we're just there waiting for me, which is great, which is a lovely thing. And yeah, the things are just looking good. Can't grumble, really happy at the minute. I've got one koi down the grow on in the greenhouse, which I'm going to bring outside. This thermometer thing that I got, and it kept running out of batteries. I've now bought rechargeable batteries, and I've got some on charge all the time. But it absolutely chews up normal batteries every couple of weeks. So anyway, I bought the decent Duracells, 2.5 mAh, whatever it bloody is, the best ones you can more or less get, and I'm charging that up, and they're lasting about 2 weeks. I just pop it out, put new batteries in, charge them up. So literally freebies now, if you like. Temps are going up to 18.1, and I hope that's a gradual, continual trend now, because when we had that last spell in May, early May. Can remember we had that little bit of an heat wave like we have now. The temperature absolutely plummeted a few days later, and there's no way to fish like that. So it literally went from 18 degrees to 10 within the space of a few days. Now that is really dangerous for fish. I don't care what anyone says. You know, I found that they don't mind going from cold to warm, but going from warm to cold is absolutely critical for fish. So that's it. That's a catch up there. I thought I would. I'm sorry that there's not a real lot of content there. I'm going to get my arse into gear and try and get some more content. Like I said, I had a real good video lined up with hands-on stuff, bit of treatments on some, you know, scales and stuff like that, and I was going to show you the microscope with the mini grab and all that stuff. You know what it's like once you get into doing it. It's not something you can mess about with. Okay, so hopefully that's been a bit of an update. Hopefully you've picked some up from it. Getting quite a few views on the channel now, but not enough subscribers. 80% of viewers don't subscribe, and I suppose we're a bit all like that. I'm the same. I like to watch content, but I forget to hit the like button and subscribe. So please subscribe. I'm going to do a video, I think, because I had, when I did this, when I was going to do this video, I had the product actually in the water that I've got. So I'm looking at it now. Actually, see my eyes moving. So, but I think it deserves a video on its own, really, with the discount code. So I think I'll probably do that now while I'm sort of chilling out. Just do a short video of that, so you can all have the discount code and get some discount on Neofine nets. Okay, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, please comment, please be nice, please be kind, please be happy. Have a good day.